In this video, I'm going to catch up on some work for one of my clients. They have a volunteer form they want created on their website, so I'm going to use Convert Forms and try to make it a little bit fancy. Hey there, Joomla fans. Tim Davis here. I'm a Joomla fan too. Thanks for tuning in to Watch Me Work live stream number 134 here on the Basic Joomla Tutorials YouTube channel, where I show you my favorite extensions, tools, and tips for managing and building Joomla sites. All right. Yes, so true to its name today, Watch Me Work. I'm going to work on that form. I do tentatively have at the end of this month a date penciled in for Tassos Marinos, who is the developer of Convert Forms, to come on and show us how to create a complex form using Convert Forms. So he'll show us some of the fancy things. So, with Joomla 4 being released and a lot of the developers are involved in updating extensions, plus Tassos has been busy upgrading his life from engagement 1.0, well, I guess maybe 2.0 anyways, to married 1.0. So he's had lots on his plate, so I look forward to having him here. We already have some people saying hi in chat. Hello, Bjorn. Hello, Mary. Hello, Ivor. If you guys want to give the video a like, that would be great. And we will get going. And of course, as always, not only am I open to suggestions of how something that I'm doing wrong, but any ideas that you might have for this form too, because I've only just begun to scratch the surface of Convert Forms. And it's got some pretty cool stuff in it. All right, and today's video is brought to you by mysites.guru. Head on over to mysites.guru and get a free site audit for your Joomla site. And while you're there, check out all the tools and information that will save you time and money managing one or multiple Joomla sites. And remember, if you decide to subscribe, use the coupon code BASICJOOMLA, all one word, and you get your first month free. All right, let's turn our attention over here to the screen. There we go. Now, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to put the... Bjorn, thank you for your comment about the last Maintenance Monday. Thank you very much. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to build this form on my basic Joomla site. That way I don't have to worry about accidentally giving away user IDs or email addresses for my client. And the nice thing about Convert Forms is that you can take a form and export it, and then you can import it into another website, which is what I will do on my client site. So let's go ahead and go into the admin area here. I think this is going to do it here. Yes. All right. I'm way behind. You're going to see I still have not updated my sites to 3.10.2. I think 3 is out, right? No, maybe just 2 is out. Anyways, behind on a few things. I already have Convert Forms installed, and I have the Pro version installed as well. So if you're following along, or if you try some of these things, you might not have the same options that we get into, but that's you can always just pick up that. This is my new favorite form extension, Convert Forms. Let's go to it. There's one that I have used for easily over a decade, and I'm switching over to Convert Forms because it is just so easy to do. Now, probably one of the nice things about this particular work, and I just will open it up here, is that my client has sent me an outline of the information that they want. Check out our new look. I don't know if I want to try it right now. No, let's try it later. I will not now. Oh, wow. Here we are in dark mode. Great. And so this is for the 89 Pacific Squadron. It's an Air Cadet Squadron here in Victoria, British Columbia. And Bjorn says 3.10.3 is coming out this month. Okay. I will probably catch up then. Anyway, so what they want is a form to collect information for volunteers, and also for volunteers to check information, to check what they would like to volunteer for. And so I'm going to, it's a very basic form, but I'm going to see if I can make some things fancy. For instance, I think I'm going to wait for something to be in the cadet's name for volunteers to pop up, volunteer opportunities to pop up. See if we can do that. So, all right, so to start, let's make a new form. Now we can select a template here, or we can just start from scratch. And I'm just going to start from scratch right now. Diamond inline. Yeah, I'm just going to start from scratch. So down here in the bottom right, which is maybe behind my picture, click Start from Scratch. And enter your email address and your name. All right, so I am, let's go Tim. Of course, I'll switch these over when I put them on my client site. Davis. All right. And we go like that. And that's good. Oh, okay, so we've got over here the field name, email. Field name, enter your email address. Oh, okay, I see what it's doing here. I started actually typing in the form. We want to have that over here. So, I better get this up. Let's texting up here, the chat up here already while I slowly get my way lost here. So for this particular field, which is clicked in there, just don't type in there. This is where we're putting things. This is where you can test the form. We have the field name, which is email. The text is enter your email address. So if I take that out, we will see that there. And help desk, is this a required field? Help text, is this a required field? Yes. Do we want to do a DNS check? Oh, we'll mouse over that. Validate the given email address with a DNS check. Interesting. I will not turn that on right now. Field size large, yes. Default value. We could put something in, but we're not going to do that for the email address. CSS class, this person designing. So we want to hide the label. So we just have enter your email address. Yeah, we could have that. Now, that's where we could go the field label, and we could just go email address. And then we'll just avoid this repetitiveness there. Email address. And the same thing, we're just going to click on name while we're doing this. We'll go name. And okay, let's go back to there. And the field, and let's see here. Okay, so large input class. Okay, high label, email address, restrictions, read only, prevent entry into this field. Okay, so you could actually preload. You could put in the information in this field and then fix it so that people can't change that information. Disable browser autocomplete. That's a really nice feature. So basically, when you start to type in this field, you can just make it so that the browser will not automatically start filling in things. But that would probably be handy for the email address for them. Now, so this is the options for this particular field here. Let's go to the design. And this is a box. And if we go auto, it will automatically go the size of the screen. So we'll go with the custom. We'll go 500. The background color, look at that. We can make that fancy. In which case we're going to want to change the text. But for now, I'm just going to leave this very plain form. They actually have a site that I was built for them. They had a hacked WordPress site. And I converted their site to a Joomla site just before the pandemic. A few months before the pandemic. And I set them up with information to look at the content, or what content I should make live on their site and what they wanted to move over, and gave them all the information for doing that. And then the pandemic hit, and so they were not meeting, and they got very distracted, and a whole bunch of other things happened for their group. So what I'm going to do now that they're back meeting in person and want to revive their activities, I'm going to convert their site to Joomla 4, because it's a very plain site. I use a very plain template for them because they're sort of just that plain government kind of military look. And so let's put this back to white here. And so then, yeah, so I won't worry too much about colors here. Let's take that out. We'll go back to white. Yes, do not use a transparent background, not readable. Yeah. And I think this color here for this text is not going to be accessible either, so I'm going to have to make some changes there. Background image source, we could upload, we could use a custom URL, text message. Huh. Wonder where that goes. Oh, you can put a text message at the top. Very nice. Top of this form. So let's go volunteer registration form. Volunteer registration form. Let's center that. And format. Let's give it a heading. Let's give it heading 1. That might mess us up later on, but we will see. Okay, especially if this is going to be embedded on another site, we probably another page or multiple pages. We probably don't want this to be a heading 1. Probably make it a heading 2. All right, font family, we'll leave that. Padding, box radius. Let's see. Okay, that's the padding. As you can tell, I've not used this very much, so I am just playing around. The box color might actually, there might actually be a curve there, so I'm going to turn that off for now. Oh, let's try this. 123, border style dashed. There we go. Oh, I like that look. I like that. Let's stick with dashed. And border width 3, and that's where I can do some branding with their colors later on. I like that. I like that look. All right, an image. This is for the form position. Where will it be? Bottom left. Okay, nice. We can put the fields off to the left and have the title there. Great. We can go right. Oh, I like this. Bottom. Or we can have it underneath there. Okay. And fields. This is where we can change the label, the text color here, the label font size, the label position, the field text color. Okay, that's where we'll do some I'll do some things later on for accessibility. Do we want a shadow in there? Oh, I like that. I like that. Let's go to advanced. What do we got here? Oh, a form footer. Huh, let's see. Let's go. Oh, very nice. Now, I was thinking about putting a thank you message there, but we don't confuse people think that they've already submitted it. So, lots of options there. Cool. So this is here's the design for the form and behavior. All right, it's published. Enable anti-spam honeypot. Enable to add honeypot field to the form, which is visible bots only. That way, when the honeypot field is filled out, the form can automatically know that the user was a spam bot. Ah, that's nice. So that's to put an invisible form, an invisible field on that form, and if it ever gets filled out, you know that it's a bot that did it, and it will just cancel that. And of course, I'll be setting this up with reCAPTCHA on the other site. PHP scripts, right? That's going to be something probably that he shows us at the end of the month or towards the end. Send email notifications when a user submits a form. Yes. And we will add an email notification to the site email. All right, so that's going to put in the site email in the global configuration. Or it can go to the person who should receive this form, or multiple people. Imagine it says here, for multiple notifications, separate email addresses with a comma. Cool. So right now we'll just leave this site email. Later on, I'm going to change that to the different recipients that should receive it. Okay. Reply to email from name from me, and I'll fill that in later on. Message. What's the message here? Oh, this, in the email that's sent, we will see all fields. Look at that. We can go full screen here. All right. Let's not go full screen. We go down here. Message. All fields. Somewhere here it says tags. Let's see. Was it tags and... No, we don't put in an image. See the code. There you go. Cancel. Somewhere first to find a list of these tags. I'm sure that they're somewhere. Down at the right icon. Down at the right icon. Is that where those fields are? Oh, there you go. Yes, thank you very much, Ivor. Yep. Show smart tags. So you can go up here and you can pick out these ones for Joomla, the visitor, okay, an other, or one of the fields. So for instance, the nice thing is, here, let's check this out. The email, instead of it coming from the site, because this is something happens when you get the form and it's submitted to you and you go reply, it will put in the email address of the site and it'll come back to you. So if we want in this area, oh, and look at that, you mouse over this and the tags show up. Thank you, Ivor. So we can go here and say we want the from email address to be a field in the form, and it will be the email address. All right. Cool. And then the from name, instead of the site name, we will put the field, and that will be the name of the person. Great. Cool. So you can put a message in here. So this will show all the fields from your form, or you can just put in a few different fields. Nice. All right. This is such a nice extension. Now we have conditional fields. Now we're going to enable conditional logic, and that will allow us to do some fancy stuff so that if someone fills in an email address or checks a box, certain things will happen. All right. And we can set up conditions. Let's see, let's set up conditions here. Add a condition. When the email address field is not empty, then you can make the name show, hide, or oh, you can even change the value. Nice. All right. Well, we will get into that in a little bit. So let's do this. Let's just close that. I will leave conditional logic enabled. And PDF form submission. Let's see. Enable PDF form submission. Generate customizable PDF based on the user submitted data that can be automatically sent by email or displayed as a link in the thank you message. Oh, cool. So you can make a PDF based on this information that's submitted that can be automatically sent by email. And to do that, oh, here you go. And you could put your logo in here, and you could put in the information. Very cool. And you can, and those are stored for a while. Excellent. Here are the details you sent us. Nice. All right. Well, let's not do that for now. All right. So, hey, I should save this. Up here in the top, I'm going to give this a name. Volunteer form. Registration. Volunteer registration form, and we'll save. Great. All right, and there's what our form looks like. We have its name. And let's see, let's just check what submission. It's published, collect submissions using the campaign, demo campaign, okay. successful action, display this message, reset the form so it's blank, hide the form. There you go. You know that annoying little thing that when you submit a form in Joomla and submit it and it takes you right back to the blank form, and at the top it says thank you, but it's like, is this broken? Did this actually go in? So that's nice. So we'll hide the form after the successful. Let's see, hide the text after the successful submission. All right, we'll leave that for now. Let's save that. All right, so let's go back up here to the fields for this form. And we're going to check email address. And here's our options for that. Now, where's my template here? Last name, first name, and then mailing address. Okay, so we're going to have to change this last name, first name, and we're also going to want to change the order of these things too. That's all fields. So let's go, we're going to go name, and we'll left click and drag here. And I'm going to change this to, they want first name, okay, last name. They're military, they like last name. So let's change, and the field name I think is going to have it's not going to be allowed to have spaces. So let's just name it that, and then we can tab out. All right, and that's there. Let's go to all fields here. Now here's a nice thing here. I want first name, and I basically want all of the settings. So I'm going to go to all fields, click on last name, and I'm going to hit copy and duplicate it. And then we have last name, and now it put in copy, so I'm going to go first name. And we'll take out that copy text at the end, and we'll change this tab here, first name, and that is great. Okay. All right, we have first name, last name over here. Wonderbar, let's save that. Oh, okay, what do we got here? Save file with the following error, email notifications. Oh, email, look at that. Because I changed the name of this field here, I have to change the notifications down here, which was, I think it was here, email notifications, yeah. So it doesn't know about this field name from name. So let's do this. I'm going to go from last name, fields from last name, and then I'm going to put first name, and that will do good. So this is probably what I should have done was built the form and then later on gone in and filled these fields. All right, last name. All right, and I'm going to field from the last name, then comma that. First name. Wajasmal, the email should be sent from the email address in the website domain for proper behavior after clicking reply. Use the reply to address. Yes. Oh, for the reply to address. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Well, that's a good tip. All right. So what you're saying is I should put in here the reply to address. All right. Thank you very much for that. Good idea. So in here, I will put the reply to address as the email address. And the reply to name, in fact, I'm just going to select these fields up here and copy them. All right. Control V. And then what you're saying is, yeah, that makes sense. The from name should be the site field. No, should be Joomla. The from field should be, what am I clicking here? From, I think this is the from name. Okay, and the from field, from email, should be the site name. From name, from email. In fact, we could do this. we could get fancy here. I could do field for the name. I could do field name, field last name, field first name, via, and then the site name. Go to the end, contact form. All right, and that would make a nice topic there. But yeah, thanks for that. Thanks for that tip. That's a good idea. Site name, field email. From okay, reply to the field email. Reply to the last name. All fields. That gets submitted. Great. All right, now we can save this, and it should work. From name, unknown smart tag, field name. Email from name. Okay, from name. Okay, let's see here. Unknown smart tag field name. Oh, let's close that. Site name. From invalid email address. Oh, I bet you I don't have a site name set up for this. Huh? Maybe. Let's see. Let's go to basicjoomla.com and go to System, Global Configuration, Server, from Webmaster, basicjoomla.com. Bjorn says from the email, not the email. The from email. What am I saying? From email. From email. Oh, right. I don't want the site name. The from email should be the site email. Man, you guys should always work with me. I get so much done. That would take me a while to figure out. Site email. There we go. All right. Let's close that box and save. Hooray, it worked. Okay. Of course, live streaming adds a little bit of pressure to my brain as well, so that might actually be the cause of some of my errors. Not all of them. I'm not blaming you. I'm not blaming you all, but all right, so let's go back to these fields here, all fields, and I check. So I'm looking off screen here at my little sample here. So the next thing is that this should be a mailing address. Okay, so let's add a field. And they just have mailing address to type in. Let's see, common addresses. That's common fields: text number, phone number, email address, website, submit button. Do we have address in here? No. This would be nice. Once I get this form set, I can use it in other places after I export it. That's why I do it, not you guys. The live stream. Okay, so let's just check this out here. All right, so what will we do for address? We would have address. We could go street, city, province. Hey, let's have some fun here. Street, city, province. Okay, so I'm going to add a text box. And there it is there. And that would be, so we'll go street. Street. All right. And then that's great. All right. Okay, and then we'll go add a field. We'll do a text box. This will be, they're all going to be in Victoria. So let's go to let's go city. Although some of them might be in Sydney, and that's not Victoria. So let's go. We'll go city. Okay, And then we're going to go add a field, which will be, yes, Bjorn says use several text boxes as addresses. Yeah. City, we'll go text. And add a text box. And this will be province. And now watch this. They're all going to be in British Columbia. So I'm going to do the field label here, province. All right, and then the, just for fun, the default value will be BC. And I'm going to make it down here so that they can do that. We'll make that read only. So they will see that, and but they won't be able to change it. And then the other thing that we have here will be a text box for postal code. Postal code, and that's great. Super duper. All right, so postal code. Now let's save up here. Now our order is kind of wonky. We'll do this many times if I do it now, but I'm going to move submit down below. And there is the form. Last name, first name, email address, street, city, province, postal code. Great. All right, so yeah, this will be fun. The next one, oh, then they have mailing address. Now they have email address after the mailing address, but I'm going to just leave. I'm going to do it in this order. Contact number. In fact, let's do this. Let's add a field. Now it's a phone number. Contact number. Contact. Now I had a client call me this morning, and their Outlook could not her Outlook could not connect to Gmail. And after spending a bunch of time in a remote session trying to figure out the problem, she says, a couple of days ago I got an email saying Microsoft, Windows tried to connect to Gmail. This might not be secure. Do you want to block it? And I said yes. Could that be the problem? The reason that came to mind was that she had changed her password trying to fix things to a special character. She put a // in as her password. And I thought that might be breaking Outlook. But then once she told me she'd actually blocked Windows from accessing Gmail, then I knew that was the problem. So anyways, just a little aside. Phone number, and we can go down here to the restrictions, and we can have an input mask where they have to put in 3 digits, the dash, and that would be great. Now, and if I test that, I can go here. Hold on for just a sec. I'm going to I have to change screens here for a second. Let's go chat on rate. Let's do this. Control V. Nope. Paste. Clear all. Empty my clipboard there. Oh, and then there's also autofill showing up here. Okay. Full screen camera. Nope, that's not it. Right screen capture. There we go. All right, so we could test out the mask if we type in there 250-858-8066. We'll have to test adding that in. Seems to work. Okay, so let's save this here. And next on the form, what have we got here? Cadet's name. A cadet or cadet name. Okay, so we want to add a field here. And we want to go a text box. Now I want to make a field where they can add, I wonder if there's where you can add more lines. Hidden field, daytime rating, color picker. All right, so here's what I want to do. Yes, a text area. I wonder if there's something where you could like have multiple lines, or hit a plus and it puts in another field. That's probably, I wonder if that's possible. But all right, so cadet name. All right, well let's do it this way. Cadet name. Let's go to all fields. Put this underneath here. Hidden field, empty space, divider, heading. So let's put in a divider. A nice dash divider. Okay, that looks nice. And then another field that we're going to put in. Yeah, conditional. Oh, you know what? Ah, good idea, Bjorn. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Okay, I like that idea. So let's add a field. First of all, let's add a, is it a heading? Let's add a heading. And this heading will be cadet name. All right. Volunteer registration form. Okay, so this has me thinking here. So let's put a heading up here, and this will be contact info. All right. And this might not be what I do in the end, but so let's go to all fields. Oops. So this is cadet's name. That's the field label. There's not a way to rename this label here. So let's go all fields. So this first heading we'll put up at the second heading we're going to put up there, and then we're going to put submit down to the bottom. All right. Cadet's name. All right. So now the first field that we do will be a text box. And then we will say that they have to have at least one cadet. So we'll say first cadet. We'll go cadet number 1. All right. And we'll go control. Oh, that's the field name. We'll go cadet 1. And then we'll go cadet number 1. Okay. Great. So we have that down here. Cadet number 1. Excellent. All right, and that's required. Now, let's have some fun. Let's do, let's see, so we'll go to all fields. Oh, text boxes. Why is that in the list showing text box? Text box, text box, province. Email address. This was city, street, city. Interesting. Field name, street. Let's put street 1. I'm just wondering why in the layout here. Oh, look at that street. There has to Okay, so let's try this. Text box city. Save that. No. Oh, so text box city. The field name has to have a number in it. Or maybe, who knows? Let's see. Oh, fields. Yeah, and then city shows up. So if I go heading, contact, oh, field label, contact info. No, that one stays the same. Okay. All right, so down here, this text box, we will call it, oh, now that's named Cadet 1. And it's still showing up as a text box here. Interesting. Maybe this is just not refreshing. Here, let's try that. Let's refresh this page here. Oh, there we go. It was just not refreshing. Gotcha. Oh, and then the heading also is refreshing here too. Contact info. Okay. All right. Good to know. So now we're going to copy Cadet 1, and we'll make this Cadet 2. So I didn't need to put a number on there. So we'll do this Cadet 2, but it's not required. And that's all right. So let's save that. Let's go to all fields. I can't imagine anyone having more than 3 in cadets. So let's just change this to 3. That's not required. And then we'll save that. Now we're going to go to the form here. So what we have cadet 1, 2, 3. Okay, now here's what I want to do. All right, so let's go back to conditional here. Conditional fields. All right, set up conditions. If cadet 1 is not empty, then show cadet field 2. And if the condition is not met, cadet 2, select the action, hide it. And we'll go save and close. So that means that our form here, if we save it, we'll see this, but now let's try this on a test page. All right, so let's close out of this. And let's just make a new menu item. Menu, main menu. Add a new menu item. Call this test volunteer form. We'll select. And the type is convert forms. And it's the form. And there's going to be only one form for us to select from. Did I really do that right? Yeah, convert form, view form, options. Okay, and then options, we select the form. Great, and we save and close. Now, if I preview on the site, test volunteer form, I click on that. Here's our form, and look, only cadet 1 and cadet 2 names are showing. And as soon as I begin to type, Tim, hit tab, cadet 2 shows up. All right. Oh, and that's very cool. So Let's go back to components, convert forms, and to the forms. That's a good idea, Bjorn. Now I probably have to explain to them how this works, all right? But let's go to, now we want to set up conditions as well. Now there's no way to duplicate a condition, so we'll add one. So when cadet 2 is not empty. Oh, what's the, oh, this is for adding another and or thing, okay. When it's not, so I think when it's empty, hide the field, and then we're going to go either that, we'll show it, show the field if it's not met. Close. Yeah, Bjorn, if 1 plus 1 must have both, you think? Let's try this here. Let's refresh. There's cadet 1. Let's go Tim, tab. Oh, and then it jumped. Okay, cadet 2, Tim, tab. Okay, so that jumping isn't ideal, right? All right, so, and this might be the template. Oh, this might be because of the template here. TIM. Yeah, it skips to the top of the field there. All right. Okay, so that jumping around might be, it's cool that we can do it. But that jumping around is getting a little, it might be a bit confusing for them. So I'll reconsider that. Let's go back to all fields. So let's go to conditions, setup conditions. Oh, and look, you can give these conditions a name. Now, I can't see what's up here. So that's a little bit hidden up there, but all right. So what we can do is, be nice to unpublish them as well. Okay, so I've removed those. All right, so basically what we have here is cadet 1, cadet 2, cadet 3. Only cadet 1 is required, and that is good. All right, now now we will do this. The next thing, part of the form here, is volunteer opportunities. So, all right. Let's go up here to the fields. And so I'm going to go to the divider here and copy it. And that's good, all fields. So then I'll move the divider down to here. And then I'm going to go to the cadet's name here and copy that. Heading. And I'm going to move that down to the bottom. And then that's going to be volunteer opportunities. Volunteer opportunities. All right. And that's down here at the bottom. That is great. And then what I'm going to do is I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 boxes for them to check. Multiple choice, they can check multiple ones. And an other. So that means in this field, all fields, add a field, checkboxes. Nice. Volunteer opportunities. We won't do required, but we've got board, canteen, field label, checkboxes. So let's, I don't want to see the field label, so we're going to hide that. And then we have our choices here, which this is really nice. So we're going to go board member, board member. Next one is canteen. Next one is fund raising. And then we need to add 1, 2, 3. This is driving. 2 / from events. Tag days. Help with special events. Etc. And then we need an other. So for other, I think what we will do is this. Let's save that. And that means here for add a field, I'm going to put a text area. Okay, hit tab here. We won't make that required. And we'll go other, field label. Let's see. Please. Where's that going to go? No, I don't want that help text below. Field label other. Please enter. Yeah, we'll do that. Other, please enter. Yes, the other with the conditional is cool. Because I don't think that I am missing something here for in the checkboxes. Now look at it. Now we have this choice layout. Let's do 2 columns for this one. Yeah, even though help with special events, this is pretty big. Takes up more than 1 line. I think I can live with that. Board member, canteen. Maybe we'll just do 1 column for now. It just lets them work their way down there. If other is empty, hide field. What's that? Checkbox for other. Oh, hey. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's a cool idea. So let's go other. Us. Yes. Other. Which is great. Which would go to all fields. Go to other. Let's call this volunteer. Other. The label will please enter. I'll just leave that there. Okay, so we'll go to all fields, check boxes, other. Yes. All right, so let's save that. Go to condition. No, go to here, setup conditions, add a condition, select a field, check boxes, the operator is not empty. Okay, how to do that? So, because this is just handling all checkboxes. Checkboxes is not empty, but we just want a certain. Oh, okay. Check other show if. So other show other yeah, so it's not okay. Let's see. I think it's that when the checkbox not total checked. Does not have selected. Oh, okay. If checks when checkbox 17 does not have selected other, hide other. Yeah, I think that, okay. So checkbox 17, if checkbox 17 does not have other selected, hide the other. Otherwise, other, show it, save. Okay, that's closed. Save the form. We'll go back here and refresh. Now if I check other, hey, there we go. The other field shows down there. And let's make that, that's a great idea. What I want to do here is, let's go to the fields. Let's go to the all fields. Let's go down to other, and let's the default value will be, let's see, other volunteer, other please. Please enter your other volunteer idea. Please enter your other volunteer opportunity. Please enter your other volunteer opportunity. Make that a sentence. Okay. Save. I'm just reading over the form here. That's why it went quiet. Now, the next thing that we need to do is put a text box, HTML I think we want to do the HTML. Do I want to do HTML or heading? Let's see what it looks like. Oh, we do have the editor in there. Great. Okay. Because they have this text. Volunteers. All right, let me copy it here. Control A, Control V. Volunteers must be screened to support the cadet program. Volunteers must be screened to volunteers must be screened to support the cadet. Please, now they say please email to start the process. But here's my question: is it possible for a form to be submitted to an email address if a particular thing is checked? So for instance, let's say someone else, okay, someone's getting the volunteer opportunity, and someone is given if someone fills out the form just to register the cadet's name, it will go to one address. But if they select a volunteer opportunity, go to another. Although this is a volunteer form, so that would be great. Bjorn, that yes, is that a yes to my question? Let's just leave this here for now, and then let's also drag the submit down to the bottom here. Now, oh, we have HTML as the field label. We're going to hide that label. Volunteers must be screened to support the cadet program. We will be in touch to start the process. So in this case, so Bjorn says you can set up several emails. I know you can set up several emails, but what I'm thinking is that, like, if A is true, email this person. If B is true, is checked, email this person as well. That's what I was wondering. And Ivor, your question, must be one email for each cadet. No, because the email is for the volunteers. So the volunteers are probably going to be parents, and so it's just if they had 1 or 2 or 3 kids in the cadet, in the troop or whatever, I forget what they call it. It's just they just need to know which names that they're associated with. I'm also going to set up this form and give it to them to test to see if it's what they want. Use hidden fields. Okay. What would we do? Oh, use hidden fields with a default value. Okay. I guess what has me wondering then. You have a form where they choose the department. It goes to a particular email. Oh, okay. Cool. Oh my goodness, look at this. Oh, I forgot you could click on here for navigating. Okay, options, default value. Oh, look at that. CSS classes for this too. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. Show values. Oh, and you can put in a value here. Okay. That's cool. Okay. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Okay, help options. All right, so just out of curiosity then, Mary, where did you put that form? Or how did you set that up so if they choose a department, it goes to a particular email? That must be in the behavior. Oh, now here's a place so you can set up different email. You can set up different email addresses in the fields that they get. That's cool. Oh, that's neat. Because then you could say, you could send some information. Someone could register. Someone could say, this person wants to volunteer. Please contact them. Okay, well, if he has a tutorial, great. That's pretty cool too. Multiple users getting different information from the form. Ah. Then you could put down so and so. It could be first name, last name, has volunteered for these opportunities. This is so crazy and so nice for setting up. All right. And Bjorn, you say can use a drop down or check boxes to do that. Yeah, and I see we got the check boxes here. All in all, I think I've got everything. Oh, add a link to the fees information. You use the drop down with values, and then the field name is put in the email address field. Use the drop down with values. So we could use the checkbox here because we can go show values. And then the field name is put in the email address field. Okay, that might be something I show another day then. So I think this is all going to go to one place. All right, use the drop down with the values. So you could use a enter save value. Okay, Mary's going to email me some screenshots. Okay, great. And we'll look at that another time. That would be another great tutorial to make. So now, all right, so let's, because what are we at here? We're 10 after 12, so we've been going for an hour. And I didn't have any breakfast, and because of my cholesterol, I don't eat cheese now. Oh my goodness. I could add some soy cheese. But yeah, that would definitely help Mary. All right, so I'm going to uncheck this. I'm going to save that. I've got the form here. So let's see, contact, last name, first name, email, street, city. All right, city, province is selected, postal code, phone number. Okay, that's good. I think street address I'm going to change to say street address. Okay. And let's see, email address. We have the cadets here. That's conditional 1 and 2. No, I didn't. I left those open. First name. That's first name option. Class field lights. Text input. Inner characters calculations. Oh, enable. Oh, wow. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All right. Now, so the last thing I want to know how to do then is how I can export this for importing it into the other file. And that is probably, I don't know, is it behavior? Oh, let's see. Embed. Okay, this is nice. This gives us the code to put in an article if we want to embed that. Report an issue, help embed submissions. No. Fields. I wonder if I close this. Oh, okay. And then, oh, there we go. I'm going to click this form here. I go export. Convert forms export. Just export this form here. Save, and then I would use that file. I would then later on and go import the form. Let's choose the same thing here. Oh my goodness, where did it go? Where did it go? Oh my goodness. Okay, let's go back. That's exported again. Oh, make it a selection from the list. Okay. Volunteer registration form. We're going to go and we're going to export. Oh, I have to refresh. This back is not working. Oh, I threw my back out of order. All right, check that. Export. Let's put this up into delete. And I think I made one for today, possibly. Forms. Oh, I don't know. Oh, 89 Pacific form. There we go. Save. Now we're going to import. We're going to choose the file. We'll go up to delete. And we'll go to view by details. Sort by that into here. There's the convert forms. Import. Now we have it twice. Woohoo! Oh, you can publish creating a module here. Publish using a shortcode. And I don't know what that action is. All right, cool, cool. All right, I'm going to delete this one here. Excellent. Well, that's going to allow me to take that off my to-do list. And with your help, I've made it even snazzier, which is great. Where are we here? Chat on right. There we go. It'll pop up. So, all right. Yeah, that's such a cool extension. So many things, and I can tell that I've even just scratched the surface. We'll maybe get even fancier. Mary's going to send me some screenshots. Maybe I'll just make a little tutorial on that. Yeah. All right. Well, I think that will do it for today. I'm just going to power on through and go get some breakfast. But everybody, thank you for tuning in. Let's adjust this here. Thanks for tuning in today and helping me out. And if you have any other ideas for tutorials, you can always mention them. The other day, Michael, Maintenance Monday, he asked the question in the Joomla Facebook group, and that was the basis of me showing the solution that someone else shared to the question. And he said that he'd finally made it into a tutorial. So all you have to do is ask about a tutorial that I'm able to do, And eventually, hopefully will get around to it. But all right. Yes, so Mary and Bjorn and Ivor and Waldgersozel. I'm mispronouncing that. You were up here earlier. Wadjasmal. Yes. Anyways, thanks everyone. Anyone who's lurking, anyone who's watching replay. As always, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. That would be great. Ring the bell to get notifications. I'm chugging away towards 2,500. I'm at like 2,430 now. And so that's exciting. I hope that wherever you are, be it morning, afternoon, evening, or tomorrow, that you are doing well. Until the next time, enjoy your Joomla sites, and God bless.